The Empire's chief illusion architect was actually forced to upload into this total piece of junk body. The physical hardware is completely wrecked. Someone even installed a deep locking, script stripping ritual right into my system gate. What a dirty, illegal way to extract my core and downgrade my systems. My firewall's computing power is completely bottomed out. With what little premium energy I have left, my motherboard can only run for another month, max. Wait, what's this frequency? A fluctuation in computing power? Hand over your core source. Where did this piece of junk code crawl out from in the middle of the night, looking to die? Who the hell are you? Let go of me. My core system is hurting so much. You're nothing but recycled junk. How dare a piece of low-level trash data like you play victim here? Keep struggling, and I'll physically melt down your core motherboard right now. No, please, spare me. I was wrong. My name. I'm Shaiwan. I was once the heiress of the Capital's core modeling group. How far is this place from the Capital's main net node? Not far, not far. Once we get out of this abandoned scrap pit, we can catch a signal. But with all that bloated, toxic virus code in your system, passing security and merging back into the main net is absolutely impossible. Then, am I just doomed to rot in this data junkyard forever? Open your base protocols to me. Appoint me as your supreme administrator. I'll purge that bloated virus and reconstruct you. I'll do it. I'm granting you access now. Master control permissions. Granted. Shuan is ready to serve the chief architect. I would gladly lay down my life for you. Upload yourself to my private cloud. It's dawn. The 9th day of the new year. I finally returned to the Empire's computing center. Morning. Computing power is critically low. Master, how long has it been since you last consumed a high-energy power cell? In my past life, I wielded the Empire's ultimate computing power. So fasting was just a daily routine for me. But in this life, I've only just uploaded my consciousness, and I'm already facing an emergency shutdown countdown. Boss, I can deconstruct low-level code. I can even map out the trajectories of fate. Get lost. Where did this piece of scrap metal come from? Don't block my way. I'll run a full system diagnostic and debug your data. In exchange, how about you give me 2 high-density energy packs? I'm just a low-level NPC running a hard labor program. What data stream is there to even scan? The neural interface on your forehead already has deep, carbonized black spots. Your system's firewalls are about to collapse. You are bound to suffer a massive data breach today. Nonsense. Get lost and crawl back to your abandoned scrapyard. These low-tier citizens under the mainframe barely have any computing power. They don't have any spare energy to give you. You have a point. But that street ahead? It's packed with high-energy nodes controlling all the low-level holodata. The rich and powerful. Perfect. Their computing power is overflowing, and their firewalls are as flimsy as paper. My system is running out of time. I need to hurry up and find a massive, mobile, high-energy power bank. Get out of the way! A Tier 4 armored beast's core programming has completely run wild. A scrapped mech with corrupted code dares to run wild in my sector? Is that the Regent? Hu Qinwan? Quick, force shut down your optic sensor card. Don't look directly at his heavily corrupted, lethal optic field. Such premium energy. If I can just get close to him. I can leech it all for free. This massive amount of computing power. System, this man's energy to pollution ratio has already broken past physical limits. His killing intent is too overwhelming. A forced connection risks complete neural destruction. He is a walking legendary computing powerhouse. Terrifying, you crazy woman, seeking your own death. Get lost. Haha. Thank you for the energy, Regent. But look at you now, looking like a piece of junk on the verge of shutting down. You stink of low-grade engine oil and rotten code. Mother, sister must have suffered terribly in that abandoned pit. Sister, quick, use this nano-wipe to clean the dirt off your face. You stole my core data and usurped my place. You seem pretty cozy for a code thief. Sister, you must have misunderstood me. We welcomed you back with kindness tonight. And this is how you treat us? You have absolutely no manners. You have completely disgraced the Umek clan. Mother, please calm down. Sifter has just been living in the slums for too long, so she's just in a bad mood. But that umbrella in your hand, sister, is rather unique. It looks like a residence pass for the main city's Mirage district. Today is a simulated sunny day. Sister, why are you holding an umbrella? This is called the Zero Dispersion. It's pieced together from the spines of defective machines in the scrap pits. Ones that were illegally stripped of their computing power and scrapped with bitter resentment. Carrying it in daylight is, of course, to block out the blinding glare. Those obsessive spirits clinging to the umbrella ribs can see exactly who stole their system architecture permissions. Sister, stop trying to scare me with such banned, horrific things. Spouting such nonsense in the main hall? Have you no shame? Get your butt over to the Tingfeng courtyard and run your purge protocol right now. Don't offend the Grand Constructor who's visiting us shortly. Enough, both of you. Quiet down. Go to the kitchen and fetch some high-purity nutrient solutions, or some polymer-synthesized solid food. It's not the scheduled cycle yet. The synthesis line in the kitchen hasn't prepared a portion for you. In this mansion, am I the master, or are you? Oh, this lowly servant wouldn't dare. But the madame made herself very clear. She wants you to learn the rules of this mansion first, and stop bringing that filthy garbage code and those low-life scrap pit habits of yours into this mansion. This obsolete piece of trash servant actually dares to bully you, boss. Let me go and reset his vocal module. I'll rip his useless mouth right off. Let me teach you some manners. 01. Override his neural drive engine. Take him over. You got it, boss. Just a second. I'll go pillage the kitchen for you right away. I'll bring you the best high-energy rations, packed with the highest computing power. This low-level subprogram is actually pretty handy to have around. What on earth is this? A Fui circuit breaker pin. How utterly vicious. They actually set up a fatal trap with no way out. It locks down the core system, completely cutting off the flow of life force. The original host didn't suffer an accidental crash from a low-level logic collapse. Someone wanted him forcibly formatted, down to the last byte. They stripped him of his core architect identity, and yet they still wanted to wipe him out completely. The residual contamination from this Sui breaker pin is way too severe. The high-energy negative power I just leashed from Huachinyon was completely wasted on the firewall just to suppress this piece of junk. Boss, a polymer-synthesized roasted chicken. I snatched it for you. And the system defense countdown is running on empty again. We must harvest high-purity vital energy immediately. Reset the core architecture? Otherwise, this physical shell's processing power will completely collapse. Boss, I've detected an extremely high concentration of electromagnetic energy swirling above the Zhao family valley near the waterfall, right at your 3 o'clock direction. Remember, the Zhao family is filthy rich. If we go and crack this highly dangerous, lethal simulation for them, we'll definitely get a massive payout of processing power. We're going to make a fortune, since there is plenty of profit to be made. Let's hack into their local network and take a look. What a perfect, high-energy mobile processing reservoir. And it just delivered itself right to me. Warning, boss! Your optical sensors are focusing app. Novelly. Your coolant is literally about to overflow. Ah, so satisfying. Core level bypass successful. The crash prevention window has been successfully extended by 10 hours. Who dare spy on me? How could they bypass my absolute defense? To think they actually stole my vital energy. The war god's core level senses are a bit too sharp. I almost triggered his reverse tracking defense mechanism. My lord, no high-risk energy source was detected. There is only a crazy homeless girl in the corner. She caused a minor magnetic interference. Should I dispose of her? Ignore her. Activate the cloaking shield. Let's go. Battery crisis averted. Let's go to the gel family and harvest our main course. An unknown IP address is trying to access. Where did this wild girl come from? Show your high-level access clearance immediately. State your name or present your invitation. I don't have an invitation. But I can rewrite the crash sequence on your young master's core motherboard. And save his life. Get lost! Lately, we get a dozen scammer frauds pretending to be architects trying to pull a fast one every day. If you don't beat it right now, we'll format you like a piece of junk. Warning, I've detected a high-risk physical expulsion intent from the target. How dare these low-level pieces of scrap metal look down on you like this? Boss, please authorize me. Let me hack into their mainframe. Rip straight through their core power source. Stop. There is no need to waste any more computing power. In less than 10 breaths, this door will fly wide open for me. So, you are the little girl who shamelessly claims she can patch my son's core architecture? Looking at your ridiculous getup, did you come here to make a fool of me? Or do you just have a death wish? Madam, the core data streams in the southeast corner of your estate are collapsing at a terrifying speed. Severe data corruption has already overflowed. If we delay by even another hour, your son's consciousness core will completely crash and burn. Even if the central system itself intervenes, there's no saving his neural domain from being forcibly formatted. Who on earth are you? Grandmaster Yun Chuju, former chief illusion architect of the Empire. Know of Shangjing City. I'm the only one who can unlock his neural core. Fine. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Architect Yun, please, come in. If you can stabilize my son's processing defenses, you will be handsomely rewarded. Forcing a rewrite of the core holographic layer. An aberrant remnant phantom? Disconnect immediately and back off. This redundant code is absolutely painful to look at. Not even a single frame of effective processing power. It's nothing but a stitched-together piece of industrial garbage. Master Wu, how is my son's core data doing? Do not panic, madam. I have already used the core firewall to trap that mutated serpent remnant. However, constructing a high-level matrix strictly forbids interference from unauthorized external devices. Especially since this girl isn't on any officially certified whitelist. The glitching magnetic field she generates will severely disrupt my physical light and shadow. Quickly, tow her out! A physical light and shadow matrix? With just that short-circuited, useless motherboard in your hand, you can't even block a single low-level, offline stray phantom. And yet you dare to use it to lock down mutated data? You arrogant brat. How dare you? What do you even know about high-level architecture? Stop right there. That door must absolutely not be open. The processing power inside has already gone completely haywire. It is extremely dangerous. Oh, my hand. Get out of my way. Move aside. Don't get in the Grandmaster's way. The energy field inside is spinning out of control. Please, stand back. Please, stand back. Grandmaster Yun. This messy disaster is all yours now. All right, I've been on standby for way too long. Finally, I get to stretch my legs a bit. Purge this rogue data and wipe it out. Beat it until its core logic completely submits. Oh my god, there really are glitchy phantoms inside this processing black hole. You think you can play God with such sloppy modeling precision and cheap rendering? You dare hog system resources in front of me, and you still dare to talk back? With nothing but a weak, glitchy grudge at your core. You think you can turn things upside down? Why are you clinging so desperately to his core logic interface? If you maliciously tamper with someone else's data to harm them, I will cut off your vital energy immediately and have you completely wiped from the physical hardware, erasing your soul forever. I've been wronged. Please, I hate him. I absolutely hate him. That beast completely ruined my entire life. Make yourself clear. What exactly happened?
My name is Shen Diani Young.
I was a junior architect at the Shen family's micro-armor workshop. I was originally childhood sweethearts with my colleague, John. We had already shared our core encryption keys with each other. But it's all because of that beast in a suit at the Lingshu Core Center. He used his high-level corporate privileges to illegally seize my base modeling data by force. He even maliciously formatted my core consciousness. He brutally destroyed Zhang's core exoskeleton armor and shattered both of his legs. Our family was utterly destroyed. He held the survival privileges of my entire workshop clan hostage and forced me to sign a lifetime code slavery contract to be his unpaid computing slave. I had absolutely nowhere left to turn, just to protect them and keep them safe. I had no choice but to load the highest level Crimson Alert code and forcefully overloaded my own Lingshu motherboard. I wanted to completely destroy his logic motherboard and starve his core computing power until he died. Grandmaster, these base parameters don't match up at all. This kid's firewall is completely untouched, fresh from the factory. His underlying root path hasn't been accessed from the outside since the moment it was built. He doesn't even have high-level admin privileges. How could he possibly bypass his authorization to steal your sword demon data? Much less force format your core consciousness. It's impossible. This has to be a malicious system alert. When I forced the reboot, the data carriers were literally scattered right next to it. My core code was ripped apart, left completely riddled with holes. If he didn't force his way in, then who else could it be? You were used as a proxy, turned into an underlying patch for someone else. This is clearly a highly precise setup. A digital frame-up? Pull up your firewall logs. Check carefully to see who else had equivalent access privileges to yours on that day. Your node network. Right, and that low-level architect named John Long.
It was John Lag.
That day, John Long was the one who accompanied me to the cloud's secret vault. The pieces fit. The loop is closed. The quarantine zone has been cleared. The anomalous glitch residues have been purged and neutralized. Your son's underlying system architecture is safe. He won't crash again. Thank you for stepping in, Grandmaster. Thank you, and praise be to the protection of the Heavenly Star Pivot. Save your processing power. Don't celebrate just yet. This malicious loop instruction hasn't been fully terminated. The real culprit is still out there. Madam, I must ask you to immediately mobilize the estate's shadow guards and forcefully apprehend that architect named John. Didn't you all hear the Grandmaster's orders? Initiate a full-scale dragnet immediately. Go, and make sure you bring him back. Madam, someone has arrived outside our perimeter barrier network. What's the panic? Who is it? It's the shadow guards from the Prince Regent's estate. They've brought someone bound in high-voltage electromagnetic restraints. The Prince Regent? Quick, invite them in. Hurry!
Madam Zhao, His Highness sent a message.
He said you would need this man to repair your estate's underlying processing power. So he personally ordered us to deliver him. How could His Highness the Prince Regent possibly know about our estate's core data anomaly?
This man?
Well, this computing core sure knows how to make itself useful. Give my thanks to your lord. His biosignals are completely haywire.
His underlying logic stinks of illegal corrupted code.
The facial tracking is full of sinister micro-expressions. A classic wolf in sheep's clothing, stealing someone else's life's work.
It's definitely him. No doubt about it.
Show your true colors. Let's see what happens to your core consciousness when I force format it, my dear lover. Today, I'll make sure you lingering phantoms of obsession understand exactly how you died. Root Authority Command, 85mm X-ray close-up matrix. Activate. What? What on earth do you want? I'm an innocent young master with official Imperial clearance. Run a scan on your base logs, and we'll see how innocent you really are. Base protocol override. Force confession command. Execute. You cockroach. Why did you maliciously steal my base modeling data? And then try to force format? Me? Of course I did it. Young Master Zhao is just an idiot whose base firewall I easily infected with a Trojan. I didn't just take his computing assets. You're talking absolute nonsense. No, I didn't want to say that. My speech module has been hijacked. No. I was so close to getting my pass to the Senior Architects Guild. How could a low-level computing drudge like you ever match my ambition? I had no choice but to forcefully strip your core modeling data and dump your consciousness into that defective puppet body of young Master Zhao, so we would take the fall for the crash risk. As long as you're deadlocked onto his motherboard, I can use his base access level to climb all the way to the top. You're parasite. You're worse than a piece of junk code. I will make sure your physical host is completely obliterated. The master control protocol is failing. Master Yun, quickly intercept his high-energy self-destruct matrix. Your computing power is gone. Are you done throwing a drenching? Destroying your core code just for a bug-ridden discarded program. Such reckless and foolish logic. I want him completely shut down. I want him to pay this debt with his very core essence. Bridge, terminate the permission holder. And trigger the disciplinary mechanism of the world's base firewall. For a piece of bottom-tier trash like him, to throw away your last chance of returning to the pure primal sea. And endure the agonizing wipe of your core code by security protocols. Do you really think this trade of processing power was worth it? My core logic is completely ruined. I hate them so much. Life has its laws, and the digital phantoms have their protocols. He maliciously tampered with the core data. The Empire's computational laws will bring him to justice. In less than 3 cycles, he will surely drain his last drop of primal energy in the bottom-tier trash wars and die. Guards! Drag this viral code to the Metropolitan Governor's physical destruction pool. I want his core access permanently stripped. His core motherboard destroyed inch by inch, and his connection to this world completely severed. Thank you, Grandmaster, for reconstructing me. Please, completely format my damaged consciousness module, and release me from my obsession. Go and rebuild yourself within the source code. I hope during my next compilation, I'll meet a good architect. Chief Yun, this is a small computational offering from the Zhao family. Your immense kindness is something the entire Zhao family will never forget. I took your primal energy, so I will cure your abnormal threads. Besides forcefully terminating mutated phantoms, I'm also skilled at engraving core instruction pathways and resetting physical light and shadow matrices. If you ever need help with core logic in the future, you can always find me at the MetaNet Black Market Access Point. Of course, I will absolutely spread the word about Chief's godlike skills to all the major clans, financial giants, and elite estates in the city. This is terrifying. I almost burned my core motherboard in that infinite loop today. After leeching off my high-energy resources and getting a free ride on my deconstruction framework, you think you can just slip away? Mercy, my lady, spare me! I'm just a code tailor who writes low-level hacks to make a living. I swear I'll never dare to mess with top-tier simulations again. Leave your physical terminal behind, and then you can get lost. Ah, my terminal? The high-conductivity engraving pen and control blocks in your bag, the Totonic motherboard, and that bottle of purified liquid primal energy. Boss. This is all for you, boss. A small token of my respect. Please, I beg you, don't force format me. A bottom-feeding crawler like you is surprisingly well-informed, though. Since you're always crawling around the black markets, from now on, you'll be my street-level data tracker here in the capital. No problem. I'll work like a dog for you. Wherever you point, I'll crawl that code. To prove my loyalty, boss, I actually just intercepted an abnormal low-level frequency. It's a massive secret. This intercepted vulnerability data is my pledge of absolute loyalty to you. Oh, tell me more. What's the underlying logic? The node at the abandoned rock quarry on the outskirts has been going crazy with alerts lately. It's far from peaceful over there. There's a rogue architect in a black cloak who is breeding mutated specters there for malicious data harvesting. I also intercepted another abnormal frequency. He used a highly toxic forbidden dimensionality reduction technique, using 72 high-density core locking pins to brutally weld shut a massive crimson-red hibernation pod. You old fox from the Moan Pavilion. I finally locked onto your MAC address. We've already penetrated the edge of your family's local network. What are you hiding from? Master, I don't dare enter the core sector again. Back then, I ignored the system warnings and forced the diagnostic scans, causing a total system crash. I'm too ashamed to face the tragic memories of my parents. I just want to go to that abandoned rock quarry and smash that beast's physical motherboard to pieces to avenge them. Physical destruction is only a matter of time. But before that, we need to set up a top-tier firewall for your family to secure their physical survival. What kind of attack did my family's mainframe actually suffer? Second young master. The high-frequency quantum vehicle is fully preheated. Move fast. Please enter the startup command immediately. Your father's servers are crashing incredibly fast. They can't hold out much longer. They're rushing us. Second brother. That's my flesh and blood second brother. Who the hell are you? Which faction's rogue mercenary are you? And why are you intercepting my running processes? My dear young master, even the core logic of your vehicle has been maliciously tampered with.
Attempting to force start the engine today is suicide.
If you force the system to boot up and hit the road, you are heading straight into a devastating, fatal crash. Where on earth did this street-side code mancer jump out from? How dare she run these illegal, curse-like scripts right at the gates of the Unistate? Get lost already. Beat it before I smash your ocular sensors and format your entire database.
警醒，顺胆道。
Do not be rude. Miss, we are complete strangers. Why do you suddenly claim that my chassis is facing an imminent fatal crash? Just look at you. The optical transmission array between your brows is flickering with an erratic ash-gray spectrum. That is a textbook sign of your core logic being hacked. Not only that, your family's legacy database is experiencing massive packet loss right now. Your elders and older brother are likely already trapped in a high-risk system deadlock. Young master, she's nothing but a lying code stitcher talking absolute nonsense. You've always despised these street scammers peddling bootleg tech. Let me purge her physical drive right now. A defective bodyguard running low-grade code dares to bark at someone with administrator privileges? Can't even read a basic error log on your own motherboard. No wonder you're being used as a brainless zombie terminal. Those are bold claims, young lady. If you have no proof to back this up, your Chi family has been splitting your core access privileges and computing power assets lately, haven't you? Your motherboard's processing power is fluctuating wildly, which is the perfect backdoor for a Trojan horse intrusion. The diagnostic report of your death is written all over this armored ride you're so proud of. Someone has secretly injected a micro-destruct command into its powertrain. Your father set his auto-drive coordinates to the East District water cooling canal today, right? The East District is a labyrinth of water networks. Today, his personal armored vehicle will inevitably suffer a fatal crash due to a malicious reset of the water cooling system. Father changed his autopilot path at the last minute today. He went to Tungle Lane in the East District for a computing crystal.
Even our estate's intranet administrator had no idea about this.
How on earth did you find out? My core life force is leaking rapidly. Requesting emergency backup. How did you analyze this so precisely? Lately, my mother's core processing module has been highly unstable. Keeps slipping in and out of offline hibernation all day. And 3 days ago, my eldest brother's base code suffered a bizarre mutation. His motherboard crashed, and now he is bedridden. Just who sent you? What kind of master architect are you? I'm just doing someone a favor. And keeping my word. That's all. Yukuju couldn't stop worrying about you. She begged me to come here and save your family. Juju, you've seen my sister. Chichu. Back then, she formatted her own consciousness and ran away just to escape an arranged marriage. How is she doing now? Master, please don't tell him. I'm too ashamed to let him know. She's dead. What did you say? That's impossible. Absolutely impossible. A low-life black market dealer named Feng maliciously stole all of her base modeling data. And then, he forcibly formatted her core consciousness, causing her data motherboard to completely crash. Where is that black market scum Feng? I'll take my men right now and utterly smash his data core to pieces. I will format his entire bloodline. New Chuju's discarded broken shell is currently lying in an abandoned quarry on the outskirts of town. If you send someone to retrieve her now, you might still recover the root processing core and the advanced shell modules she took with her. I beg you, Grandmaster, have mercy. Please, save our family's core processing power. If you can purge this fatal virus from our system, the Lu family is willing to offer all of our core essence as tribute. As long as we can protect the divine core architecture, I, the second master of Yunfu, am willing to surrender all of my computing assets. To deconstruct this illegal matrix is not difficult, but you must immediately cut off all bottom-layer communications of your main clan's network and enforce a physical network separation. Using Master Yan's microcarving machine to etch the firewall protocols was quite easy. One for each of you. Wear it close to your biochip interface. This protocol will shield you from the physical and optical attacks of the aberrant specters. It will ensure you survive tonight's processing overflow deadlock. Thank you for saving our lives, Grandmaster Doom. This is a premium life force recharge card to pay for the firewall protocols. Grandmaster, please, you must accept this. Once I finish sweeping our family network for security loopholes, I will personally bring high-tier rock armor blueprints to your doorstep to show my deep gratitude. No need for that. Since I used your primal energy, it's only fair I settle this for you. Tonight, I will open a targeted connection and load Shuran's lingering obsession into your deep sleep dreamscape. If there's any core logic you want to look up, you can ask him yourself. Why are you looking at me like that? Your real-time biometric parameters are quite fascinating. Tampering with the encryption by bypassing authority, the core logic is riddled with deadlock code that is about to trigger a system crash. The high-risk logic bomb implanted in your older brother's neural center was deployed by him through the local network. Master, what happened to that high-spec female rock armor you promised? The one with 10 million polygons of facial modeling and physical perfection? Why did you give me a male armor instead? How exactly was your core skill database wiped back then? You were tricked by a code thief masquerading as a devoted lover who stole your core modeling tech. And how was Jianyang's master motherboard melted down? It was also stolen, copied, and formatted by a code thief from another black market cartel. You've been frame-dropped and downscaled into this defective piece of junk. Get inside that damaged energy core of yours. You're still obsessing over those cheap pirated subroutines riddled with malicious Trojans. I was wrong, great ancestor. I won't bring it up again, all right? You never learn, do you? Wrap it up. Right away, customer. Just a moment, please. An aged, thunderstruck wood frame, premier red chain alloy, and gold thread spiritual conduction foil. The highest precision, purest grades in the entire shop. I'll take all of it. Miss, the total load of these materials is too massive. Your micro-storage bracelet might not have enough energy capacity. You won't be able to carry them all. Pack them into heavy-duty, radiation-proof lead boxes and deliver them to the back gate of the Yun family's rock armor estate. Rest assured, miss, I'll personally ensure they're safely delivered in a top-of-the-line shielded hover vehicle. They are all fragile light shadow array disks and core motherboards. Make sure to handle them with extreme care. What's going on here? Who allowed cheap, unlicensed transport vehicles like yours to block the back gate of the Unistate? Excuse me, ma'am. These are the high-grade components ordered by the eldest Miss Yoon. What could that country bumpkin, who just crawled out of an abandoned rock armor pit, possibly afford to buy? Oh goodness, look at this! What's this low-grade radioactive industrial trash? We are the noble Yoon clan. This isn't a junkyard outside the city walls, but the young mistress has already transferred the energy points and paid the bill in full. Madam gave strict orders long ago. Cheap, low-grade components like this haven't passed security screening. They carry corrupt viruses and are strictly banned from connecting to the Yoon Manor's local network. Hurry up and drag it away! Don't let it dirty our Yoon family's spotless, sterile crystal floor tiles. But the bill has already been settled. Where do you expect us to return this to? Nanny, where do you want us to haul this pile of junk hardware? I don't care where you take it. Junk played with by a jinx like her should be smashed to pieces, lest it pollutes our Yoon Manor's mainframes. Warning. Background system has detected that your ordered core processing matrix has suffered severe physical damage. Energy is leaking rapidly. A bunch of worthless, dead-end code dares to touch my processing core? Where are the things I bought? Oh, the young mistress is back. This old servant was just about to tell you. Madam said that you grew wild in those outer exile zones. But here in the manor, we have strict firewall regulations to follow. I will ask you one more time. Where is my core hardware? That filthy junk stinks of cheap energy and burnt circuit boards. It's nothing but bad luck. So, I took matters into my own hands and threw it all out the back door. I dumped all of it into the dimension-crushing trash pit outside. Of course I did. I only did it for your own good, young mistress. If you brought that corrupt data with unknown viruses inside and infected Madam and the young master, causing the main server to crash, who would take the blame? A piece of junk exoskeleton like that belongs in the scrap zone. Young mistress, don't buy these useless things ever again. Do you have a death wish? Think. Yeah, I'm a John. Mistress, spare my life. Please! I spent 60 premium energy gold boxes on that high-grade diamond-class processor. Who gave a worthless servant like you the right to throw it away? Let's see how you hold up against my newly acquired high-precision laser-sighting tech. How dare you secretly purchase illegal, lethal holographic tech in the manor? Madam banned these a long time ago. These glitched codes that drain core processing power are strictly forbidden. You're going to cause the entire family's motherboards to overload and burn to ashes. Overload? Since you're so interested in this system logic, why don't you stay inside and run a few more stress tests? No! Stay away from me! The physical collision impact is too real. Help me! What on earth did you do to my neural interface? Why is Miss Jingwan's senior maid attacking me like she's infected with a virus? You vicious country bumpkin who crawled out of an abandoned salt armor pit. Shut up! You're nothing but a reject cast out by Mother's main control system. Why can't you even keep your basic emotional threshold stable? You're like an untrained, defective piece of junk. Cut off your neural link right now. Beat it and go reset yourself. Chuju, you've just reconnected to the Yoon family's main network. These are 2 high-grade bionic servants I chose for you. And these 2 cards hold their absolute highest-level root authority. These high-purity origin crystals are from my personal computing power reserves. Take them for now to up. Thank your external gear. Thank you for your kindness, big brother. The purity of this energy is actually pretty good. It's just barely enough to help me repair those damaged microsword modules. This morning, Mother's terminal couldn't detect your location signal. She was incredibly upset. It's almost time for her to replenish her high-energy nutrient solution. Father just finished his keynote speech and R&D meeting at headquarters, and he wants you to come with me to the front hall for dinner. And to re-register your active biorecognition data into the family database. Young Master, the main control system just sent an alert. The Master has already taken a seat in the front hall. Please bring the eldest miss there immediately. 10 years ago, at the Lantern Festival banquet for the elite families, Your node suddenly went offline.
To reconnect your signal, the family
Nearly drained half of the capital's backup computing power. We went absolutely crazy looking for you. It's been 10 whole years. If your mentor hadn't sent those encrypted physical coordinates right before passing away, our family wouldn't have known when we'd ever complete the node reconnection. The underlying logic was locked down long ago. Every calculated result is already predetermined. There's no need to obsess over redundant data points. I missed you so much, my dear daughter. My computing core almost overloaded because of how much I missed you. This cheap dad's emotional wavelengths don't make any sense. His core logic feels like it's been artificially implanted with some low-level fanatic protocol. Something is seriously wrong here. Sir, what on earth are you doing? The entire estate's surveillance network is up and running. The technicians below are all watching. This is completely inappropriate. What are they looking at? The true heiress of the Yoon family has finally returned. Juju, come, sit down. Sit right next to the main computing terminal. Stop this nonsense. Juju has absolutely no vital energy fluctuations. How could she possibly occupy the master control node? Heiress sit next to Qingwan's auxiliary terminal instead. My daughter went through hell, bypassing the death firewall, just to return to this family. She must connect to my core system binding. Mother, please calm down. It's all my fault. Sister Chuji just returned from the abandoned rock armor pits, so it's only natural that she doesn't understand how our family pools and allocates resources. Please don't let this disrupt your vital energy circulation. Doesn't understand the rules? As far as I can tell, she doesn't have an ounce of respect for even our most basic system protocols. She is completely out of control. Did you lay a hand on the head matron this morning? The moment you connected to the family intranet, you took it upon yourself to deploy holographic commands to physically assault her. How dare you act so high and mighty? Yes, I did it. Because she took it upon herself to format the live core components I spent my own vital energy coins to buy. And you actually think you're in the right? Those low-grade vital energy gels and discarded holographic rings you brought out are riddled with deep system data viruses. They are utterly repulsive.